everybody, I'm Debbie Ballas with Feel Good Qigong, and I'm going to do a short video on moving the body in 4 flexions, forward and back, side to side, and a twisting flexion. This is going to keep the life of your back, of your spinal cord. If you tend to have a lot of back pain, it could be due from too much compression in the spine and not enough movement in it. We tend to be very linear beings, and we only move up and down. We don't move side to side. We don't move up and down. We don't move back and forth. We rarely twist. As adults, we get really stiff. And the more you continue that, then you're going to start compressing the spinal cord. It compresses the vertebrae. If you're really tense, you're also going to compress your body. So that gets so compressed that it starts to pull on typically the low back especially, and we have pain. So pain's always indication something's off. Every day in every way, you want to move your body in 4 flexions. It's super easy to do, to start thinking about that. Say to yourself, every day in every way, I'm going to brush my teeth and I'm going to move my spine in 4 flexions. The 4 flexions are twisting, side to side, forward and back. That's it, yeah, forward and back, side to side, and a twisting flexion. We're going to go right into a twisting flexion. It's called knocking on the door of life. Soft knees, legs are a little bit wider than the hips, and we simply just go from side to side twisting. Now the arms are like heavy coat sleeves. They're just there. They're just kind of knocking on your body. They call this the knocking on the door of life in Qigong. It is a twisting flexion, and there's many ways of bringing the body in twisting flexions. But this is one I particularly like the most for twisting, because you're also not just twisting your spinal cord, but you're also knocking on the door of life, which are your kidneys. You can also knock on your chest, which is really good for lung congestion, keeping those lungs clear. So we've got a couple different things going on here with just this simple twisting. Now, there's so much more to just moving the body in 4 flexions to keep the life and the health of your spine, but this is a sure way that you can be proactive in the health of your spine. And then you can add other things as you go along. But starting with understanding the 4 flexions is going to make a huge difference on the health of your spinal cord. Now remember, your spinal cord also houses your nervous system. So we have these nerve endings from the vertebrae that attach to nerve endings of the body. So again, if think of this way, if you're compressing those vertebrae, not getting the flexions in the spine, you're also contributing to your nervous system. So it all goes hand in hand. And twisting flexion is a really great way to keep the life of your spine. So if you just started with this, every day and every way, twist your spine, and then you can add in the other flexions. And we're going to slowly bring this down and just notice how that vibrates within your system. Now we're going to do some side flexions, really easy side flexions. You're going to lift both. Well, if you have any kind of shoulder pain, you don't have to bring the arms all the way up. Now you can keep them here and also go from side to side. So you can just start from rocking from side to side. So there is a side flexion. If you can do more, lift the arms up overhead and then just lean over to one side. That's your side flexion. That's your side flexion. That's all you have to do. That's your side flexion. That's your side flexion. Now we're going to do forward flexion and back flexion. I call this spinal cord breathing. You're going to bring the backs of the sides of your arms and your hands together. And you simply inhale and you start to rotate the elbows up and down and around. Now, as you come forward, you're tucking in the tailbone, tucking in the chest. And then as you come up, there's a little bit of a back bend here as you open up the front of the spine. So that's your back flexion. Forward flexion right here. Inhale, back flexion. Exhale, forward flexion. Inhale, back flexion. Exhale, forward flexion. So those are the 4 flexions. We'll go through them again. Twisting flexion. Twisting the vertebrae. You're also stimulating your organs. So this is the other benefit. You're stimulating all your organs. And we want to keep the health of our organs. We're usually not going to die from a sprain or a break. We're going to die from organ failure. So we want to keep the health of our organs and the health of our spine. So twisting flexion, bring that down. We'll do our side flexion. Here's your side flexion. Side flexion. We'll do that again. Side flexion. Side flexion. And now we'll do our back flexion and forward flexion. Inhaling, back flexion. Exhaling, forward flexion. Inhaling, back flexion. Exhaling, forward flexion. Inhaling, back flexion. Exhaling, forward flexion. And release. And that's it. Try it for a week and see if there's any difference in how you feel, especially with your back. Thank you so much. And namaste. Have a great day, everyone. And if you like my videos, subscribe to them. And I try to get something out at least once or twice a week.